they do? What did they do? I gotta get this right.
It's one small step for man.
Hold on to your butt. The universe is in us.
For science! I'm Nick Uhas, host of Science Show Nikipedia. Today we're going to be talking about the science behind the mobile RPG Summoner's War. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the very useful and very cute Penguin Knight. The Penguin Knight is a support monster that is useful in two forms. The Wind Penguin Knight is a beast in Tower of Ascension, while the Light Penguin Knight is excellent in raids. They can be useful healers for your team, and their attacks can be literally stunning. And it's kind of a boss move to walk into battle with a literal freaking penguin. Animals are a big part of Summoner's War. And animals like the Yeti and Warbear are always sort of decked out in full armored suits. But my question is, could you suit up a penguin? Well, let's find out. In order for this experiment to work, I needed to enlist a penguin army. And so our first penguin is suited up in a very light but not so durable wood armor. Our middle penguin has a very durable but not so light steel plate. And then our last penguin will be wearing a very light and very durable Kevlar vest. Now, in order to test this, I'm gonna shoot at each penguin with an arrow. The first penguin we're gonna start with is the one that is wearing wooden armor. Now, I'm going to give this disclaimer. One, no real penguins were hurt in this production. And two, I am not a professional archerist. Archer. I'm a science guy. I'm not an archer. I'm not Candace Everdeen. But you know what? Today I'm gonna be. So let's get these arrows flying. Oh! So the armor failed in the sense that the arrow went right through it, but it made it ricochet off just enough to actually avoid his body. You survive another day, penguin. So the armor definitely did its job, but it grazed the shoulder of the penguin, and so I'm really curious what would happen if I hit it directly dead on square in the center of the armor. So we're not done yet. I mean, that was a direct hit and did not go through the penguin. It actually got lodged right in the armor itself. The wooden armor has done a fantastic job. We've hit it multiple times, and even with a square shot, it did not actually go through the wooden armor. The next test, we're gonna be using the steel armor. My prediction is that the arrow will be no match for the steel. However, there's only one way to find out. That was a direct hit. The arrow hit right here. Not only did we hear it, but there's actually a line on the armor where it went up, and it actually took a little piece of his fur off. So the arrow did not pierce the metal armor. For our very last test, we're gonna be using Kevlar. Now, what's really interesting about Kevlar is that it's very light, but very durable. In fact, it is 5 to 6 times stronger than steel, but it's much, much lighter. So here's what happened. The arrow hit the vest dead on, right where there is still Kevlar, and as you can see, it did not penetrate the vest at all. Kevlar is a plastic, and so it has quite a bit of movement, I can actually move the Kevlar inside of this vest. But what doesn't allow things to penetrate the Kevlar is the fact that it's so tightly woven that it can actually absorb a lot of energy before it splits. So in a total recap, we had the lightest of the armors, which was wood, that actually failed in our test. The arrow went through it. We had steel, which was extremely heavy, but deflected the arrow. And then we have Kevlar, which also deflected the arrow, but is extremely light. A little bit heavier than the wood, but much, much, much lighter than the steel. So in conclusion, if I were going on the battlefield and I were a penguin, I would want to wear the Kevlar vest. If you guys like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up in the comment section below. Let us know which one of these tests was your favorite. Did you think the arrow was going to go through? And remember to subscribe to Skybound Games and our partners at Summoners War, and I'll see you really soon. What does the penguin say? The penguin says something like this. I've been watching you, and you know, I may be small, but I pack a good penguin punch!